Before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is a great way to buy Rocket League items and credits on any platform at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. Make sure to go and check out their website using the top link in the description and use code TXC to get yourself 3% off your order. In this series, I'm trading from nothing all the way up to the alpha cap, and this is episode 24. Just before we get into the trades, I'd like to mention I'm giving away a White Octane right now over on my Discord server. The link is in the description down below if you would like to join up. This is something I do every 1,000 subscribers on the channel, so make sure to subscribe if you want to be in with a chance of winning yourself a White Octane. As always, let's go for 100 likes on this video, and let's get straight into the first trade of episode 24. Okay, so we're going to be going straight into the first trade of the video, and I'm not gonna lie, we're actually in a very solid position right now. I was able to sell some of my hard to sell items in the last episode, getting rid of those dueling dragons, so now I'm able to trade a little bit better. I don't have to focus on selling so much. I can also buy a few items into my inventory, but in the first trade I am just selling on my grey octane for 250 credits. Now I could have found the middle value of 300, but it would have taken a little bit more time, so I'm happy with that, and I can move on and get some more profit. And here I'm actually doing a really weird trade. I'm selling my purple atomizer, which is valued at 500, for a forest green atomizer, which is already worth more. I don't know why he's doing this trade, but I'm also getting a labyrinth and a shattered. Altogether, I believe that adds up to it should be 900 credits for my purple atomizer, which is 500. So I'm not complaining. That is a pretty decent item overpay. I still have to sell some hard to sell stuff, but in the end I'm getting a good amount of profit. And here again, this trade was really weird. I'm selling my black standard, which I believe was going up to 2.9k at the time, for a white fennec on 1,650, which I think was almost the maximum value for my black standard. So a perfect trade, and I'm not gonna lie, right now the white fennec is actually pretty hard to sell, and around an hour later I'm gonna be selling it onto this guy, and I believe I'm gonna be getting the minimum value. I had loads of offers of 1.2k, which was a pretty big underpay, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why this was so hard to sell, because white fennec right now is just so dead. I literally have no idea why it was so hard to sell, but I am getting 1.4k. Took a little bit longer, but I did get there in the end, and this trade was so good. It saved me so much time. I'm going to be selling my sky blue atomizer, forest green atomizer, labyrinth, and shattered, all of which are probably very hard to sell, and I'm going to be getting an item overpay. These items add up to 1.7k. I'm getting 1.2k and a black stern. So yeah, perfect offer, and I should be able to go on to sell that black stern for around 800 credits. So yeah, I literally could not have asked for a better offer there. That was so perfect. The inventory is looking so good right now. We have 3 items that they're not too hard to sell. Crimson Shattered is a little bit dodgy, but Blackstone right now isn't too difficult. But I do actually go on to sell my White Octane here for the minimum value of 6.8k. I had a friend message me, tell me that it was probably going to go down, so I thought, you know what, let's just be safe and get it sold. I might trade with it in the future again, because oh my days, if you guys didn't see, I bought that White Octane for 3,000 credits like 2 episodes ago. It was crazy. Go and check it out if you haven't already, but I literally made over 3,000 credits profit on that one item, which is insane to say. I'm also going to be picking up a grey octane 150 credits. That is 100 below the minimum value. I believe I actually found that through RL Trading Post. I've been using Trading Post a lot more recently, and I've got to say, it's actually found me quite a few trades, and it has actually been better than RL Garage. Just a little bit of a weird one. Usually it's not too great, but I always use it just in case I can find a couple good trades. And again, I believe I also bought this through RL Trading Post, Crimson Standard, buying it 100 below the minimum value. High demand items, so easy to sell, really easy to make profit with as well. And in contrast, I also love to trade with low demand items, pretty much the opposite of high demand items. They're very hard to sell, but I'm able to underpay by so much, and here I'm going to be paying 800 credits below the minimum value for this Crimson Shade Raid. Yes, it will be extremely hard to sell, but usually I'm able to find around the minimum value eventually. It probably will take quite a while, but I should be able to make roughly 800 credits profit, which again is loads of profit. Buying a white Zomba, back to buying high demand items, and I believe I'm just buying this 100 credits below the minimum value, but I'd actually found someone to buy it before I even bought it myself. I literally found a guy on RL Garage who was willing to buy it for the minimum value of 2,000 credits. I might have been able to find a little bit more, maybe the middle value, but again, that would have taken more time, and it's a lot safer to take this trade here, and I'm going to be getting 2,000 credits. And yes, I do need to I need to find more batteries for my controller, I know, but yeah, I'm going to be getting 2k credits, easy 100 credits profit. It's not a lot compared to other items such as Crimson Shade Raid, but it's a lot more fun to do as I'm getting it and selling it instantly. And just as a little update, right now the inventory is valued at 67,500 credits, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know that. I thought we were still around 50,000 credits, but I just decided to add up my inventory at one point, and yeah, it came to 67k, and I was not expecting that whatsoever, but I'll take it. I don't know where I've got loads of profit from recently, but it's sort of all just blended together in my mind. But anyway, I did just buy a Crimson Shattered. I know I've got another one already in my inventory. It's very hard to sell, but I was able to underpay by 500 credits. That's quite a lot, and if I sell it for the minimum value, eventually I'll be getting a good amount of profit, and I also don't think it'll be dropping anytime soon, so it's a pretty safe investment, I guess, and I should be able to sell that eventually, and I'll take a good amount of profit. Also, Blackstone, not as hard to sell as the Crimson Shattered, still pretty difficult. Again, I've now got 2 of those in my inventory, but I should be able to sell that for the minimum value and make another 200 credits profit. Crimson Standard, this was a little bit difficult to sell, I'm not gonna lie, maybe because it's just gone up, people aren't willing to pay too much for it, but I was able to get the minimum value eventually, and again, I don't know if I'll be trading with Crimson Standard again right now, just because, again, like I mentioned, it was pretty hard to sell, but I'm actually going to be getting the middle value for this Octane. I thought I'd be able to get it for the last one, I wasn't able to, so I thought, you know what, if I'm going to be getting middle value for any item, it's going to be this one. So I searched for a little bit longer, but I'm getting an extra 50 credits, which will add up over time and get me a good amount of profit, so I'll take that. And again, we're going to be getting another insane trade right here. This episode has been crazy, but I'm going to be buying another White Octane. I don't know what it is with me and underpaying for White Octanes. Last time I paid 3,000 credits. I wasn't able to do that this time, unfortunately, but I'm still paying 6.2k, which is an underpay of 600 credits, which again is a massive underpay, and this item is pretty high demand, so I should be able to sell this relatively quickly, and I'm just going to be going for the minimum value as well, because I did mention I feel like it might drop soon, so I'm going to try and get that sold pretty quickly as well. And I'm also going to be buying a Crimson Fennec from the same guy. I don't know if this guy didn't know prices or what, but I was able to buy a few items off of him and make around 800 credits profit in total if I get both of those items sold for the minimum value. But Crimson Fennec tends to be pretty easy to sell, so I should be able to find 600 credits for that pretty easily. And yeah, the profit is just rolling in. I don't know what's happening, but I just got so lucky last night, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I can't complain. I'm gonna be buying another Crimson Standard as well. I did say I was gonna avoid this, but I couldn't say no. It's still 100 credits profit if I sell it quickly and it doesn't go down, so I'll take it, and hopefully I'll be able to get that sold for at least the minimum value. But for now, I'm just going to be going back to buying items. I can't really get a lot sold right now, just because most of my items are very hard to sell. Crimson Shade Raid, 2 Crimson Shattered, Blackstone as well. Not the easiest to sell, but I am going to be buying a Titanium White Interstellar for 1.7k, 400 credits below the minimum value. Quite a big underpay, and it's not even hard to sell. White Interstellar is pretty easy to sell. I didn't even realise that I was paying 1.7 on RO Trading Post. I just forgot to update it when White Interstellar went up. So yeah, I guess that was a mistake that got me a little bit more profit. I'm also buying 2 White Standards, only 100 credits below the minimum value each. Again, they are high demand. I should be able to sell them relatively quickly and get around 100 credits each rather for these items, which is not too bad whatsoever. Again, it's not a lot compared to low demand items such as that White Interstellar, which should get me 400 credits profit. But anyway, thank you for watching to the end of the video. As I mentioned at the start of the video, I'm giving away a White Octane every 1,000 subscribers on the channel, so make sure to subscribe if you want to be in with the chance of winning yourself a White Octane. Comment Alpha Cap as well if you've watched the video this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Me